Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Let's get started.
It's The Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara, Oscar Santana, and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
Welcome to The Mike O'Mara Show. Oscar?
Yes.
I feel your pain.
No, it's fine.
Just thought I'd share that.
Well, thank you.
Fremont, California, Palatine, Illinois. Is it Palatine?
Palatine, yes.
Mm-hmm. Palatine, Illinois, Guilford, New Hampshire, Denpasar in the province of Bali, Patterson, New Jersey, and Dushanbe, Tajikistan.
Yes.
The Mike O'Mara Show is on now, and thank you for covering for me yesterday. Pretty stunning to be in here today and see what it looks like now after the way it looked yesterday. Yesterday there were parts and parts and parts as they right above my head, which could easily, if it was improperly installed, fall down upon my body.
Now,
and
how is
crush me today.
How is the temperature in your home?
Good. Yeah, they did a great job. I got a good product, and it'll cost me a ton of money, but I'm very happy with it, and everything went well.
Do you feel it's quieter?
Yes, it is. It's definitely quieter.
That's great.
In there.
Yeah.
I don't know about in here, but it doesn't matter because we've got technology to compensate. And before we get to any of that, and I'll tell you all about the studio rebuild.
You look great, by the way.
Where
I don't know where you put the lights, but they look good
today. You guys
today.
would be so proud of Mrs. O'Mara, who it just did an organization of this room, and really, you'll like the whole story because it gets back to us playing with angles like you guys did when you were down here, and we ended up going back to the exact same angle because it's the only one that works, based on the garage and all that.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that in a
space.
second. But before, I want to start the show today with something that could go in any direction. Because it fits into my. I could be being paranoid, but I think I'm just being smart.
Okay.
And I received a right at the moment that the mechanic is showing me how the thermostat works and how the app works and all that. And that's another thing. It's an app. It's nice to be modern again and be able to control from my phone. When it's
not an analog round thermostat.
It's not
2023,
it's not
baby.
Press the button to get this weak light that you can hardly see the temperature. It's got a floating temperature that I can see from any location in the home. Anyway, we'll get to that. We'll get to the whole air conditioning thing. I got a lot to talk about because there was a lot going on yesterday, but I want to start with this. Also, we have Marco that we're going to bring in today to say a goodbye. And
Arrivederci, Mike.
Arrivederci, because he's going to Italy.
Yes.
Yeah.
But before we do that, I remember back in April, we went back and that's it. I can hear it. I know the listeners can't, but I can't. Thank you. Start the machine up. It's perfect. Doesn't matter if it's 9:10, 9:05. Start the machine up right now.
They have to keep it pristine.
Well, that's not the air conditioner,
That's
is it?
the lawnmower.
Oh, okay.
You can hear it?
Yeah. But we always have.
God damn it. What the fuck? Like a fucking sign goes out of my fucking window to fucking turn the fucking mower on 6 fucking feet from my fucking door.
Slow down. I can't write them down that fast.
That's the promo. Full meltdown.
Jesus.
Yes.
God almighty.
Pony, I got 7 there.
Thank you.
Oh, no one's ever going to hear him. It's going to be
the rest of the day, he'll just be driving an ATV back and forth. All right.
Like a fleet of ATVs?
No, I'm becoming them. I'm becoming old men. Like
somebody asked me online, they said, did Mike turn into this grumpy Florida man?
I've been a grumpy Florida man since I got down here.
No. They asked once you all moved him into the garage.
But Carla, and that was really, I got to be honest, I tweaked that up a little bit.
Correct.
Yeah.
You hate lawnmowers.
Carla has changed my attitude.
In
about
what way?
This room. By the way that you laid cables and Oscar laid cables and the way Carla lays cables.
Yeah.
It's a female thing.
Yeah.
It's a real female thing. It's a really and I organized it because I was not allowed to participate in the build out. So now I have things just the way I want them,
Just
and
the way
it
you want
works
'em.
better for the show.
But you're still
It works
grumpy.
better.
Yeah.
Well, I'm grumpy that the show started, and you were grumpy before me.
Well,
so
I mean,
don't lay the grumpiness on me when you
Mike,
came in like a tornado.
I'm grumpy because people have
I
short-term
understand.
memories. Yes.
I understand. I was
I'm not
grumpy
grumpy
about
because
that,
of a
but
lawnmower. That's just life.
No, I was choosing not to be grumpy for the other stuff today.
Oh, thank you.
Because I didn't want to come back with a bad taste in my mouth.
Yes.
Arrive 5 minutes after I got here. Everybody, when I'm doing the reconnect. But anyway, I don't want to do that. Thanks, Rob. Anyway, getting back to Rob's.
He was in the restroom, he said. At least he was on campus.
So if I can get back to
Yes, please.
I have to share that I got a phone call, and we all get spam calls, and we all get BS calls, and most of the time I don't even answer them. However, this one had an area code that I rarely see, and my daughter uses her cell phone from Virginia out in Los Angeles. So when I see a Los Angeles ID on the phone, I perk my ears up, but I still decline the call because I'm learning about my new
Was it
thing.
the 213, the old school LA area code?
310? That's the OG.
Yeah, that's the real old one, right?
Yeah, it's 213.
213. Okay.
Nice.
They argue about that in Swingers.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, I believe about it.
I would like a 202. I know you can get one, but I just...
Yeah,
202 is New York.
No,
202 is
DC. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. What's 201's New York?
917
212 is New York. That's the old school one.
212.
Or it's
And Mike,
917 New Jersey.
The
I don't
reason
remember.
is big cities tend to have ones in the middle because when area code started, a lot of people still had rotary phones. So as a convenience, low numbers like 212 is one of the quickest things you can dial on a rotary phone. That's why it went to New York City. 213.
I want a
went
New
to-
York number then. That's
yeah,
great.
sure. There you are.
I like
So
the
and a
yesterday-
rotary phone.
I'll
I
take
get
two.
this call from LA, and I just move on with learning about my thing. Didn't
Sure.
even think about it. However, I have gotten calls from Los Angeles and certain other cities that, specifically the LA area, where there's something going on sometimes, where I get a voice thing or something exciting like that comes through. But I didn't think twice about it. Then I finish up with the guy, and I notice that there is a, how do they put it? A transcription of a voicemail,
Oh, yeah.
and it's from Jim Nance. And then I decide that I'm going to listen to the voicemail, and I will give you the text first.
Okay.
As the technology has now allowed us to do this. Hi, Mike. It's Jim Nance. Listen, I finally got a chance to listen to your impression of me this past April at the Masters, and I thought it was hilarious. You guys keep bringing the funny, and I would love to come on the show soon. Take care. Super brief. Right?
Yeah.
And so I see this first, and I thought it was just a text. I'm looking at things,
Yeah,
and doing
correct,
20 different
correct,
things.
correct.
Then I realize, it's a real voicemail.
Uh-huh.
And so I will play this for you because for this reason. Before I play this, as soon as I listened to it, I felt like I was listening to an AI-generated Jim
Oh,
Vance.
this is great.
Yeah.
Now, I know we're not going to get the Jim Vance
Jim
that's
Nance.
on
Nance,
television.
Vance is calling
Jim
from heaven
Nance,
if that's the case.
the Jim Nance that's going to be on the TV.
Right.
But we're, it just didn't sound
You might
legit.
get the golfer Jim Nance. Like,
I don't know what it is. Let's
Okay.
but let me play it for you, and
All
I'll
right.
see what you think. All right. Hello. Where are you? Oh, there we go. Turn that on. Got to turn it up. Hold on. Gotta turn that up.
We've turned your gate off. We
Make
can,
sure
we can hear the AC now. Let
yes,
me tell
we
you.
can, but
We can fix this in post, Mike.
Yeah,
Don't
of course.
worry.
No, it's okay. You don't fix it in post. I want it to be natural. All right. So
You are calling is not accepting calls at this time.
Did you just call him?
yeah, I think you
With
did.
your big thumb.
yeah. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
God fucking damn it!
By the way, that was not AI, Mike O'Mara.
No.
That was the real deal.
I'm a 90-year-old man. I swear to God.
What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
A dumb fuck should have put it on speaker to start with. All right?
All right.
Here we go. It's on speaker now. Hopefully this works.
Hi, Mike. It's Jim Nance. Listen, I finally got a chance to listen to your impression of me this past April at the Masters, and I thought it was hilarious. You guys keep bringing the funny, and I would love to come on the show soon. Take care.
Doesn't that sound
That's
a little
not him.
robotic?
That's
It's definitely
100%
not him.
AI. That's
First of all,
100%.
Jim's not calling anybody.
Yeah.
I've gotten a message
Hi,
from him
Mike.
before.
It's Jim Nance. Listen, I finally got a chance to listen to your impression of me this past April at the Masters, and I thought it was hilarious. You guys keep bringing the funny, and I would love to come on the show soon.
No.
Take care.
He wouldn't say, keep bringing the funny.
No, and also none of his numbers are in a 213 area code.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's a good use of AI.
Yeah,
but
it's not bad. It's not a terrible
Hi, Mike.
capture.
It's Jim Nance. Listen, I finally got a chance to listen to your impression of me this past April at the Masters, and I thought it was hilarious. You guys keep bringing the funny, and I would love to come on the show soon.
So let's address the AI construction. Someone has to have my number,
Yeah, many people have your number.
but somebody has to have my number. I'm just talking about the source of that. I'm just curious
Right.
as to who the prankster would be.
the merry
You know what I mean?
prankster.
So the number that is on, they could have just used a Google Voice number. If anybody's doing this, they're smart enough to use a fake number.
But the number, it came up, it like, when you got the caller ID, it
You can
just said,
spoof those numbers.
it just
easily.
said Los Angeles, right?
No, it's a phone number.
But then it said a phone number, and then you,
Call
it
it back.
didn't say
Yeah,
like,
but it was not normal. It wasn't normal voicemail. It didn't feel normal the way
Yeah.
it was left.
I don't like the way he says Nance. He goes
Also-
up on Nance, which doesn't seem right.
You guys are thinking about the wrong thing. Think about the construction of the. Think about the construction of the sentence. He says last April.
Mm-hmm.
The guy lives the Masters.
No, he says this past.
This past April. Well, same thing. Why would he have to highlight that it's this past April?
I agree,
That makes
Yeah.
zero sense.
but I'm basing it totally on audio of listening to the guy.
It feels robotic and untrue.
It feels like a young Jim Nance.
Now, there's one more option here.
Okay.
Could it be that Jim Nance is covering all his bases because he's so big now with his team that he says, I can send personal messages out to people?
So he's using AI?
Like
Yeah,
an auto pen? Like an auto pen?
Listen to learn to listen. His people generate from him, like he sends off a memo, sends something to this guy.
No, but it's a great idea, Mike. It's actually pretty phenomenal. We can now make, hi, it's the Money Man.
Eddie Money?
Eddie Money.
Yeah.
Want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We can make our own celebrity, our new drops that no one will ever know are AI. How many do you think you have in the bank right now from the years past?
Oh, God. Probably 100.
Okay.
Now,
We
there's
don't have to play those 100 again. We can do contemporary
We can
ones.
make them new.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, the stunting of the speech is what makes me think it's not some guy doing a Jim Nance impression. It's
It's
is
AI.
No,
It definitely is.
It's AI, but also
This
it's
has tremendous, horrifying ramifications for
Yeah.
the future.
Well, we
I mean,
discussed this in private, Mike. I think you might have been here, but if you weren't, my apologies. That we were scared that there's a handful of scams out there. This is for our listening audience, where people can take your voice just like they are now,
right.
and they can
And
call
generating the AI for the mower that's going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on a 10 square foot area right out in front of my house.
could call your loved ones
Yeah.
and fake some sort of emergency to get cash out of them. That's why you need your password, your family password.
There was a trending one on TikTok yesterday where someone used AI to have a kid, so-called, call his grandfather and experience an automobile accident while he was on the phone
Yeah.
with his grandfather. and the grandfather told the family that he was dead.
What about that's a terrible prank.
That's a very dark
What about
one.
Yeah, that is so evil.
Yeah, what about trying to fleece them out of money?
Ultimately, that's got to be the end game, I think. That's
He's
where
dead, I got to pay for his funeral?
Probably.
This is AI
that's
audio.
That's a long con.
Mm.
This is not to mention the video where we've had that for, 10 years we've had that
The
around?
deep fake, yeah.
Where people can do a deep fake.
No, well,
It's,
Guys, there's a big difference between having it around and having it accessible.
Yep,
Yeah.
I agree.
There's a big difference. And look, part of the strike that you see now from the Writers Guild, which I know we'll talk about later on the show, but a lot of that, it's built around what is actually going to happen. And you'll see this not just with the Writers Guild, but a handful of unions, especially in the entertainment industry, of like what is allowed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What am I going to be compensated for? What as a writer or as an actor or
I'm
producer?
thinking about sending a message to that number.
Like a text?
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, like a voicemail.
Okay.
Make it sound AI-ish.
Like in Beef, you're just gonna you're gonna get
I'm gonna
deep.
try to do this. I'm gonna try. This is. Here we go.
Hi, is this Jim Nance? Hi, Jim. This is Mike O'Mara. I'm leaving a message for you. Thank you very much for reaching out. I hope you can come on the show really soon. I love your coverage of the Masters this past April.
Then I'll switch it over.
Yeah. No, I think it's great.
Yeah.
Hey Jim, it's actually Mike O'Mara. I'm sorry. I'm a fake guy.
This is actually really great because
There you
That
go.
mic is-
See how quick that was?
No,
See
that was
transition?
fantastic.
Not reaching around.
it was so
doing stuff? Yeah.
distorted to us that Jim will say, "Oh my God, they can't even get the right AI in there."
That's right. He's got the cheap AI. Mike, I was actually going to save this for the flip side, but I'll play it here because it's a good thing to make you
Yes.
feel happy. There's a guy. His name is Jeffrey Hinton. They call him the godfather of AI. He worked in AI for Google, and he just resigned.
Oh,
And Jake Tapper was talking to him about ultimately what can happen with AI. And tell me this doesn't put a smile on your face today.
You've spoken out saying that AI could manipulate or possibly figure out a way to kill humans. How could it kill humans?
If it gets to be much smarter than us, it'll be very good at manipulation because it will have learned that from us. And it knows how to program, so it'll figure out ways of getting around restrictions we put on it. It'll figure out ways of manipulating people to do what it wants.
How do we solve this problem?
It's not clear to me that we can solve this problem. I believe we should put a big effort into thinking about ways to solve the problem. I don't have a solution at present. I just want people to be aware that this is a really serious problem and we need to be thinking about it very hard. I don't think we can stop the progress. I didn't sign the petition saying we should stop working on AI because if people in America stopped, people in China wouldn't. It's very hard to verify whether people are doing it.
Hey,
That'll make
how's
you
your
happy.
breakfast, everybody?
Toast and eggs.
It to me is so completely logical that I hate to be fatalistic, but I believe it may be a foregone conclusion at light year speed.
Yeah.
Because it's
Genie is
just-
out of the bottle now.
It's gone.
Yeah.
in 2
And there-
years, mark
Yeah.
my words. If you have not spun yourself up into really leveraging AI to maximize your personal output at your current
Yeah.
place of employment,
We
Yes.
use it.
Yeah.
We're
Like
already using it every day.
The pain will come not with time has passed me by over like the 10-year span of why you never decided to learn Microsoft Word. It's more the pain will pass you by because it'll happen like that.
Rob,
I'm talking.
I would urge you to save that clip.
Yes.
Yes.
Save that clip because I think it's going to be more relevant than ever. And by the way, this is There's a matter of factness in his discussion of that.
Yeah.
That's really
the thing that's so
scary.
horrifying about it is he's matter of fact at saying that if we proceed, it's going to kill us, but we can't stop.
Yeah, but we've got another 20-year run. We still got to pay the mortgage.
You know what? Here's the thing. I believe that the time to deal with that issue was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but guys.
Yes, go ahead.
Let's not think about humanity for a second. Let's just think about us.
Never do.
You mean our show?
Our show, our wonderful listeners. This, for the same reasons that people are like, oh no, this is going to take our job. Don't think of it that way. Think of it as, how can I leverage this to maximize like our output? Like, we're right now working on, this is behind the scenes, a handful of like one-off specials for our bonus show subscriptions, like full one-off show
specials. Yeah.
Specials. And in the past, that would have been extremely daunting,
right?
Really, for us to sit down, like, okay, this is going to be this.
Mm-hmm.
We now have processes in place to say, okay, this is the map for our content calendar for the next, at least the way I'm looking at it, for the next 9 months of like, we're going to do this. And what it's going to take, what's really going to unlock the power of this initiative is our creativity. But the organization behind it will be built around sheer time management and actually a calendar of when things are going to be done.
Tony and Rob, let me explain to you what he's talking about. Oscar does this thing. It's called thinking ahead.
Stop.
How does that work?
And it's well, he plans things and he stays kind of ahead of the curve, and he's aware of what's going to happen in the future.
But what about what's happening right now? Does he ignore that?
That's your domain.
Yeah, you're the now.
That's your. Well, that doesn't always work either. But I mean, it's.
What about the past?
So,
the past.
You
don't
also
dwell on it.
You live
don't
in the.
Dwell on it.
I love how you celebrate the past.
Yeah. Thank you, Oscar. Yeah, me too.
By Mike.
Yeah,
So
I do too.
I
the
think
time.
that. It's a long way of saying.
Smattering
through
of
that
applause.
process. I've known for some time, and Matt, you've known this as well. Matt, also known as Pony Boy, that we need to update our application for the Michael Mara show. Like, it needs a refresh. Mike, I've been able to build. I am not a programmer. I've been able to build a rough application for iOS using AI, and I'm not a programmer.
And we used it at our live show.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, yeah.
Which was for comedic
Yes.
purposes, and we also now use it for copy.
Yes.
Where Rob thought ahead and said, we can use this for copy. Oh, I'm sorry, that was you, Oscar.
Oscar did that.
Yeah. Well, it's a team effort. It's a team.
No, it's all Oscar.
No, it's a team effort.
Do you believe that in your heart of hearts? Or?
Yeah, I wouldn't have used it if Oscar hadn't.
Where do you think the show would be without Oscar?
There would be no show.
Oh, stop it. You guys, enough of that. Let's no infighting.
No, I mean,
No infighting.
he is.
We're not fighting. I'm giving you a compliment. I'm
That's
asking Rob
it's
a
very
question.
sweet. It's very sweet, very kind.
I mean, it would. I just think that thinking about the applications of it, and the only reason I'm reacting like this is Oscar did his ranting off air.
Right.
This is me reacting to what he did.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't.
No,
have
I
brought
will
that
say this
to the
about
tape.
the AI is that because I am someone who doesn't like change and I like to do things the way they've been done, and that's not necessary. It's not the best way to be, but it's kind of how I am. When Oscar pushed me into the AI, I would say that that's just a little bit. Of all the people at Podville Media, I've embraced it as much as anybody. I adore it.
I get it.
They like that.
Yes, they are. But in fairness, I asked you to use ChatGPT for the copy months ago.
As I said, I did not want to do it, and once I did it, I began to love it.
Yeah.
Shut up! I can't tell if he's talking to you or me, but I have a guess.
Can you? And all kidding aside, and Mike, let's not beat him up anymore about this. Please be honest.
Yeah.
And just discuss the copy situation. And let me just lay this out for anybody listening right now. This is full behind the scenes.
This is interesting because I got the first one a couple of weeks back.
Yes.
Right.
We have, through our advertisers, we are sent what is 2 pages of suggested copy with a must read every time we get one of these pieces of copy.
Essentially copy points. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me just get there and then you can say your piece.
Okay.
For years now, we're talking over a decade.
Yep.
One of Rob's roles, which was time, like it would take some time. And it was a time suck, but it was a necessary evil where Rob would have to rewrite the spots in the voice of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then once he's done that, because we have great advertisers and great listeners that support our advertisers, and they stay on for a year because they buy annuals, we'd have to update the copy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, people listening right now might say, well, Mike, why didn't you step up and Shut up! Okay.
But that was one of your roles and responsibilities,
Exactly,
right?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So update the copy. And over a decade, how much time, let's say just weekly, not even daily, would that take if, let's say we would get copy for that run of week?
Right.
And we have 5 spots a week. 5 spots a day. That's 25 spots. Most of them recurring because they buy a week's worth.
Exactly.
How much time would that take to update? This is a great example for everybody at home.
Update. You know what? It's hard to say, but I
Just guess.
Okay, I would say on a daily basis, hour to hour 15.
Okay, so let's call it an hour.
Okay.
Let's lowball this.
Okay.
Not every day, though.
Let's just call it an hour once it was all grouped together.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was on the weekends.
When it was done.
When it was done.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I must jump in
Yes.
with honesty here.
Yes.
That was when it was updated.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
It was not updated every day.
I get it.
Right.
Get it. But when it wasn't updated, you would get a tongue lashing from Mike.
Right, and it wasn't as good for the show.
Yeah,
right.
which is also painful for everybody involved because like,
True.
Jesus Christ, dude, just do
How
your
come
job.
he came in screaming at everybody today,
Yes.
and yet he constantly... We're having a battle as to me being the monster today, where he arrived at his usual 9:20 arrival time, screaming at everyone, and I'm just powering through. Did I say anything?
No, you didn't say anything.
No, not a word.
I was asking you, Rob. I mean, he came in here and was lambasting Pony, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I would say perhaps deservedly so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
But you never say that about me. Oh, Rob.
Well, Rob was here when I had the big ask yesterday.
Yeah.
So you can't deny that it wasn't set.
Yeah.
Big ass, set up a microphone.
But it is, he's a little monstrous today. And I think sometimes the monstrous comes when he comes in late because the best defense is sometimes a good offense. Mm-hmm. So, but it's hard to tell. Oscar's a man of many colors.
Today was justified.
Yeah.
I mean, it was asked for.
Yes.
Not a complicated ask.
True.
Done.
True.
Didn't happen. Okay. So 5 hours a week.
Roughly. Yeah.
And then when it didn't happen, you have a landmine of emotion of like, oh,
Precisely,
man,
yeah.
I should have done that. So let's say you did do that job, right? 5 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what does it take to do it with Chat GPT by simply loading the copy and that you've already written, spiced up in Mike's voice, to rewrite it so it's new to Mike
and
new
it's
to
concise
the listener, and new to the listener?
I would say it cuts it by 75 to 80% to an hour a week, which
An hour a
is
week
amazing.
for all the copy.
For all of it, which is amazing.
So you're cutting it. So you're doing 20% of the work
and getting 100% of the results.
Yes.
And the amazing thing, Mike, is when I didn't trust it.
Let me mute it again. Hold on.
What?
I'm sorry, we can't tell what's happening on your side of the equation here.
Oh, it must be the mower.
The mower? We can barely hear it.
We're not hearing it, Mike.
I think he muted all the mics. That's why. Hello?
Hi.
Oh, he's muting. Okay,
He's
you
muted.
were saying.
I was just saying that I did not want to do it because I'm distrustful. It's not the way things are. I find it remarkable, especially when you feed. But it is a thing. You have to feed it valid info, and it gives you back valid
small
results.
nuance.
It's very small, very small. But you can't just. I mean, it needs the right ingredients, and then it works for you like a charm,
which you have.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's cut. I'd say 80% of your workload down.
75 to 80%
for that one task.
Right.
And what has that yielded? Like, what has that resulted in on the air?
Oh, happiness.
Happy Mike.
Yes.
Happy life.
Exactly. Yes.
All right. Let's move on.
Okay, but I think we've clarified the value.
Yeah.
And the copy's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it better, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's new.
It's from the machine.
The machine.
No offense to our boy here, but it's not like he was, pulling a Ernest Hemingway with the cutting and pasting.
Yeah.
Mike, but that's what
I mean, I do it. I know what he
This
does.
is
I
what-
know he's a little bit of me. I get it.
This is what I'm highlighting. That you've got old-timey Rob who was leaned in. Yes, I had to pull his foreskin out and slap it a couple times.
Ow.
For him
Hold
to
it. No, I insist that you rephrase that.
Well, you know what I mean. I had
Thank you.
I had to nudge you
That's
multiple times.
So much better than talking about my
All
foreskin.
right, we got the process. I'm getting a headache talking about it. All right, let's bring Marco in.
Yeah,
very good.
Marco.
Marco.
Marco's been interning for us from American University for the past, let's say, 3 years.
Yeah.
So I count the first semester in spring. This is going to be his last 2 years. So he's going to be leaving for his junior year. His junior year, he'll be in Rome, Italy. You get up, Rob.
I'm going
to. Let Marco sit
Tony,
down.
put the headphones at a human level for this young man.
He's heading back to LA for the summer. He's obsessed with the sports. And now, yesterday, he thoughtfully asked, guys, before I leave for the summer and then off to Italy, arrivederci, for the year, may I address Mike and the audience?
By the way, the Detroit Tiger ball cap, one of the great all-time ball caps.
Great logo.
You can come in and say hi to Marco. Come here. Right in. Marco's our intern. You've never met Marco. Come on in, Lena, and say hi to Marco.
Hi, Marco.
Hi.
That's Mike's daughter, eldest daughter.
Oh, nice to meet you.
That's Mike's daughter. That's funny. You're a funny guy. Studio looks great, honey.
Thank you.
Why are you in here, though? You're just checking everything out? What? No, not at all. No. All right, you got to move on. All right, thank you. God, every possible distraction on the show is happening today. Turn that off. God damn it.
Marco,
talk about jumping. Hi, Marco. How are you? I was complimenting your hat, your Detroit Tigers hat. Are you a Tiger fan?
I'm not. My friends from Detroit got it for me, though.
Really great.
That's nice.
Love that logo.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome. Great to have you in here.
Thank you.
You will be heading out for the following semester. Your fall semester will be abroad. Is that what it's going to be, or are you going this summer?
Spring semester, but I have to take on double the classes fall semester to make it work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going soon.
Yeah.
Next year. Next year. He'll go back
next
to
year.
LA. But
Oh,
this
okay.
is
All right.
this is the end of his spring semester.
This is the end of his spring.
Yeah.
I got totally confused.
So we
there.
won't see him for another year. I said, we'll see you when you come apply for a job.
Very nice.
Yes.
Do you
so
speak
it's
any
back to-
Italian, Marco?
I do not. I do speak Croatian, actually.
Remember,
so
he's
it's not.
Mr. Croatia.
It's not too hard to learn. So
Very, very. Can you give us the simple stuff? Hello. Hello. How are you in Croatian?
ciao is hello.
Ciao.
Same as Italian.
Mhm.
And then how are you is kako si.
Whoa, excuse me.
Kakosi.
It's a family
Ooh.
show.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Kakosi.
So that's why he's going.
So, Marco, it is off to Italy for you in the spring, but you're going back to L.A. and your internship. How long has he been with us, Oscar?
2 years.
Yeah, I was
2
17 when I
years.
started.
He was
actually.
17 when he started.
We did not exploit him as much as I wanted to. That's
Well,
because of
No,
Oscar.
you did. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
and
it.
back of the he did a lot of ponies work. Yeah, he did.
No, I'm talking about on-air exploitation.
Oh no. Remember
Like
we
really getting, turning you into a
he was
a
here
mini
during the
star.
pandemic.
Okay.
So we couldn't even have people in the same room at one point.
Yeah, you
I
guys,
got it.
You
I
guys
got
are
it.
lucky I'm not too versed in child labor laws.
Yeah. That is hilarious.
Can always tell when they're heading out the door,
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
you?
yeah, they get
the whole
ballsy.
attitude
They get
changes,
ballsy.
right?
I love it.
They don't,
I love
they
it.
come in, they're all wide-eyed,
Yeah,
being
yeah.
super sweet. It's like, yeah, child labor law. You're working me like a slave.
We paid this child, by the way, for every
know.
single hour he worked for us.
Why we don't have the interns we used to
Yes.
because we have to pay them. All right, Marco, you wanted to speak. You wanted to say a
Yes.
few things. The floor is yours.
Yeah, so I talked to Oscar yesterday, and I prepared a list of thank yous and grievances from my time here.
Excuse me.
Which do you want to start with, the grievances or
Wait.
the thank
You
yous?
said you had thank yous, not grievances as well. I wouldn't have given you the floor.
Yeah, I was told this was like a.
Well, I'm already here.
Okay,
Yeah, but
fine.
the grievances are for our listenership.
Yeah, let's find
much
out.
more entertaining anyway.
Yes,
That's
yes,
the way
correct,
they
correct.
roll. So
Okay, please.
lay them on us, Marco. Go ahead. What are you going to start with Well, I would start with the thank yous after
Yeah.
the grievances.
After the grievances?
Well, what do you feel?
I'll,
It's
I'll
your.
go 1 and 1.
Okay,
I'll go
fine,
1 and
fine,
1.
fine.
I'll
One
go,
and one,
I'll go
okay.
jump back.
Very
and
nice
forth.
construction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
Broadcaster.
So my first thank you is to Mike and Oscar. I learned a lot about conflict resolution from you guys. I learned that if you have a problem with someone, berate them to their face live on the air, and that's how you get everything solved.
That's true. That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant.
True story.
A lovely compliment.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's a thank you.
That's a thank
That
you.
is a thank you.
Okay,
yeah.
well done.
I learned a lot.
Is that really a thank you, you little shit?
I'm
Alright,
very,
go ahead,
I'm very
continue.
impressionable.
Okay. Grievances. So we're doing that's a thank you, now
yes,
a grievance.
yes.
My grievance. You guys do a lot of like celebrity impressions and references and stuff like that, and I'd say a good like 90% of the time, I just don't know who you're talking about.
Wow. And that would follow.
That is
would
valid,
follow because
valid.
Marco, I mean,
He's young.
Marco is how old are you, Marco?
19.
19.
Yeah.
40 years is a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely. Would there be one that sticks out in your mind that you learned about?
That you
'Cause if
actually
it's a
were like,
learning
oh, this is
experience.
great.
Yes, it
Oh,
was.
good. Who did you learn about?
I actually don't even remember the name, but I remember being. So it was one of the days I was editing the social clip.
Mm-hmm.
It was when the wine guy was in. You know,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
and the punchline was about someone I've just never heard of.
Oh, Paul Giamatti.
Well, that's on you.
Might have been.
That's on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is on you. That is on you. You
I
should
don't
know
know
who
who
Paul
that is.
Giamatti is.
But he's an infant
yeah,
when Sideways
true.
came
true,
out.
True. But
Yeah,
but
which
Paul
was-
Giamatti
which was-
is in
and that was
billions now. Like he's
on
he's
Billions
working,
now,
yes.
and he's the
Contemporary.
He's the Verizon
Yes,
guy that
correct.
plays Ben Franklin.
Can't go wrong. That's on you.
And Marco,
He's that guy.
to be fair, Mike has been working on his Bad Bunny.
Benito. Nice.
All right, next
Okay, thank you.
next thank you.
Like this one's like more for real. I was absolutely thrown in the fire when I was like 17. You know, working on all the scripts and the transcripts and all that. And I'm very grateful for that opportunity because I learned so much on the fly.
Aw, that's
You know?
sweet. Sink or swim is what we say, son.
Yeah, and
I wouldn't necessarily thank anybody for that. That's just laziness on the part of the
Well, it's
people
the
who are supposed
child.
to do it.
It's going back to the child labor law.
Child labor law. Yeah. By the way, something that because I am not involved
Yes.
and I am detached from that because I choose to be down here in Florida, I don't take any gratitude that you had to get that much stuff done, but it benefited you obviously, and you're very grateful for it.
Yes.
Although it's another backhanded compliment. Go ahead, Marco. Time for a grievance.
So I actually did not catch an invite to New Orleans. Like I'm not offended, guys. No worries, but
Oscar, do you want to address that? Because we had interns previously that played
Yes,
their own.
Marco.
I've heard.
There's first the fact that you said I didn't catch an invite is just glorious because that's what the kids say.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
'Cause I was wondering. We had Dan O'Brien down there, who was serving as kind of his
Which
old
by the
role.
way, I flew down on my dime.
Right.
I could have flown Marco down on my dime.
I like that he referred to Dan as which I flew down. That makes him a simple noun, not a person. Dan O'Brien, which I flew down.
Let me think. So back in the day, it was Dan O'Brien,
Yes.
Diego,
yes.
and there was one. Was Maddie on that
Maddie
trip?
was
Maddie's
on that
been on a
We
trip.
had
Yeah.
three interns. We didn't
Correct.
fly. We didn't pay for all their flights down, did
No, we flew. No, we just paid for the hotels that time.
Okay.
But
All right.
but out of respect to Marco, we've only done this once before, where we had a really great intern that was not invited to
Right.
our other live show because he was so diligent. And remember, who was the kid that was straight laced and wore khakis and Oxford?
there-
every
Was
day?
it Vincent?
Vincent?
Vincent also didn't catch an invite to the Christmas party.
On his exit interview,
Okay.
he was saying goodbye. He goes, guys, I wasn't invited to the Christmas party.
All right, let's move on. Another thank
Sorry.
you, please. Thank
Our
you.
fault. That is on me. My apologies.
All right, go ahead.
Next time.
This one is just more of like a shout out to my favorite coworker at Podville, Shannon Zabayos.
Oh. Excuse
and
me.
Ethan too.
And Ethan Sands.
Shannon and
Former
Ethan.
intern.
Oh,
Ethan
really?
Sands, yes.
Mhm.
They're right at the top of my tier list for Podville.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah.
And
What
then
about anything about Pony Boy?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, moving on to your grievance.
let's see. Oh, so one of my common duties is walking Santos. When
he's got to walk the dog.
when there's
yeah.
nothing better to do, and I actually really like it. We walk to the White House. It's pretty fun. Oftentimes Santos outright refuses to walk when we're already outside, and it looks like I kidnapped him. And he just lays out on the street
Because you have to drag him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
'cause-
sometimes
all
it'll
right.
be in the middle of an intersection while the lights running down, and I just look like I kidnapped him.
Very good. All right, now
It's a bad
time
look for
for that's a grievance,
Yeah,
right?
thank you.
So, all
Yeah.
right, hold-
Well, I need more. How many more we have here?
How many more minutes is Mike going to last before he gets out of this chair and
I've
goes
got-
outside?
I got one more thank you and two more grievances.
Okay, please.
Okay. My last thank you, I it's kind of the same as one of the earlier ones, but I just learned so much here from all of you guys. Like Mike, I learned a lot about broadcasting and like comedy and on the air and all that kind of stuff from you. Same with you, Oscar. Same with you,
nice.
Rob. And
Aw.
I learned so much about like production. You know, all the nitty gritty stuff, like how much foresight and how much work has to go into all of it. So
Especially today.
yeah, especially today.
Especially today. There is to edit this for broadcast.
That's going to be
today.
great. It's going to be great.
Oh my God. It's going to be like one of those bad Karen videos online where it's just like,
DJ Rage is out.
All right. And we have time for one more?
Two more grievances. He's done.
Two more grievances. Lay them on us.
Okay, they're quick. One of them, Oscar.
Yes.
Everything Oscar seems to want seems to be completely unavailable at the time that he wants it. You know,
Okay.
like he'll ask me to go pick up like a certain flavor of Celsius from Wawa, and it'll be they'll have a
Nice to
million.
see you're doing such valuable tasks.
They'll have a million of every other flavor, but just
Right.
that one is not there.
It's popular.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
And the final grievance from Marco the intern, going back to L.A., then back to American University, then off to Italy. And we'd love, let me just say this, love to get you to call in occasionally.
Oh,
One
yeah.
of the great things about interns is keeping tabs on you guys. I mean this from my heart, as far as knowing where you are and what you're doing. And if there's something going on, if you ever have an experience in your life, Marco, that is either good or extremely bad, but at the end, with the dust settling on that experience, you say to yourself, man, oh man, what a story this is.
Yes.
Think of this show.
Yeah,
We'd love to hear about it.
For
all right?
sure. I definitely
All right.
will.
Go ahead.
It's been 2 years working here now at Podville, and I still can't quite explain my job to anyone. You know, like they'll be like, "Oh, where do you work?" And I'm like, "A podcast production studio," and then I kind of have to like explain what that is and what I do,
Right.
and then
Right.
they think that I'm like hosting a podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They
So
think I'm like,
confusion with occupation means one thing. All right. Not being able to explain what you do means one thing. It means no matter where your travels take you, you have to come back to Washington, D.C. to work. Because no one in Washington, D.C. has a job that can be explained.
Yes.
Absolutely. No
So
matter whether
true.
you're in broadcasting or anything else.
I'm a
Where do you-
lobbyist.
I
So
work
what do
on
you
the
do?
I work on the tech corridor. We do a little bit of IT. I'm in systems analysis for the Marco. Good luck to you. Good luck in your future. Wonderful reports that I've gotten on you. I'm sorry.
Yes.
If I'd had anything to do with it, I would have invited you to New Orleans.
Yes.
my
"Oh,
friend.
thank you, Mike."
We did-
It
Thank
means
you
a lot
very
coming
much.
a month
Misstep there.
after the show.
Thank you. Get out of here, you snarky little rat. There he goes. All right, Rob, we got to get out of here. We got to start a break.
All right, very
Find that
good.
thing. 1, 2, 3. All right, good stuff. We'll take a break, and we will come back with the home page right here on the Mike O'Mara Show. Whoa, 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 whoa. And once again, congratulations to our intern, Marco.
Mm-hmm.
And, hey, summer's just around the corner. Means we can snag us a new one. We'll be right back, everybody.
Hello there. I know it might seem counterintuitive and maybe even silly to take advice from a promo, but I'm something of a famous radio pitchman, so this is something you can believe in. My mother always said that you can trust a man with facial hair. And if you have any confidence at all in the wisdom of a mother, it's time to stare at my drawn-on mustache and heed my words. Do you need a little more laughter in your dark, secluded, lonely life? Sure you do. You need the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. For pennies a day, the Bonus Show will take you from zero to hero. And all the ladies will be digging your scene. Grab it at MikeO'MaraShow.com. You'll be glad you did, and we'll be glad for you. Buy the Bonus Show and make me smile. A big, flashy, fake, insincere smile. You earned it, Pachango.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Get your financial planning on track this season with Fabric by Gerber Life. Their quick, easy life insurance policies customize a quote in just 10 minutos and get coverage up to $1 million for less than $1 a day. Enjoy a 30-day money-back guarantee and flexibility to cancel anytime. Protect your family's future. Get Fabric by Gerber Life today. Fabric was designed by parents for parents to help you get a high-quality, surprisingly affordable term life insurance policy in less than 10 minutes. You could be offered coverage instantly with no health exam required. Protect your family today with Fabric by Gerber Life. Apply today in just 10 minutes at meetfabric.com/TMOS. That's meetfabric.com/TMOS, MEET, fabric.com/TMOS. Policies issued by Western Southern Life Assurance Company, not available in certain states. Prices subject to underwriting and health questions, ladies and gentlemen.
From the four corners of the World Wide Web and into your digital device, it's what you need to know. This is the homepage.
This is the homepage. We begin today with Hollywood writers on strike.
Yeah.
The Writers Guild of America voted to strike after they couldn't make a deal by Tuesday morning at midnight. Seems like they just went on strike.
They always strike.
A year ago.
Yeah.
The big issue is compensation for streaming. I thought they resolved that already. I really did. The WGA, Writers Guild Association, says the studios have, quote, used the transition to streaming to cut writer pay and separate writing from production. That worsens the working conditions for series writers at all levels. You know, when you think about the truly great television that we watch, though,
yeah.
If I can line up on the writer's side here, the truly great shows, the Ted Lassos, the Successions, it's writing. The shows don't exist without the snappy writing of those.
Yeah.
And, you can't do it.
Without a writer, Mike, all you've got is 90 Day Fiancé. That's it.
Yeah. And when you talk about major feature films now, it's all explosions and CGI.
Right.
So you really don't need writers for that. So TV, and especially streaming TV, is the bastion of the writer. The studios, plural, say they offered a generous increase in compensation, but the writers did not agree. Obviously, this is affecting a lot of shows. The network late night shows, they're all gone, all dark right now. That's including The Daily Show last week tonight, Real Time, Gutfeld on Fox will not shut down.
Oh, no.
Oh, well, thank Christ.
If you're a Pete Davidson fan, he was going to return to Saturday
This
Night Live
bums
this
me
coming
out.
weekend.
Yeah.
That's off. Won't return until the strike's over. And then they go on to say a bunch of shows I could give a rat's
May I add a little more context? I know that we've talked about this, I think, in the past. And maybe on our pre-show meeting, we're like, how many of these strikes are we going to see from the entertainment industry this year? That's the real question, because it's not even just about AI, Mike. It's about the longevity of the shows.
Right.
Someone that wrote on Cheers is still getting checks, but someone that wrote on Yellow Jackets, which is 2 seasons and a kind of a flash in the pan, probably still not getting checks 10 years from now. So the longevity of the residuals.
Are you speaking for the producers, the movie studios, Oscar?
No, I'm speaking on behalf of the writers.
Okay.
That the longevity of
you think they should be getting like,
no,
like the actors would get. They're getting residuals from that.
The residuals will not last as long simply because the landscape has changed.
Oh, they're not having to repeat value.
So the idea of television programs in syndication is not what it once was.
It's just not. And you know what I say to that?
Mm-hmm.
Whose fault is that?
Thank you, Oscar. I'm not sure.
Mike,
who was he supporting there, Rob?
I don't know. He knows.
Like
we're doing a show, right?
He was talking about
whose
big
fault
TV.
is that? Is us? We're the consumer.
Well, I mean,
we consume.
But we can only consume what they provide. Mike, just to bring us back, we spoke at length yesterday, but I want to make sure you watch on HBO The White House Plumbers.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. It premiered on Monday, and it is, as someone who has a past, as I do with G. Gordon Liddy, you're in for some. We do. That's what I'm saying. You're going to have some fun.
You said I do.
No, I said as someone who has a past.
As I do.
But then I said you're going to have a great time.
Okay.
We both have a past.
And when they install that clear ear, let me tell you.
How is the Liddy guy?
He looks so much like young Liddy. You're going to be.
But the important thing, does he sound like Gordon Liddy?
He doesn't overplay the voice, but he does talk about how he chose Francis for breeding.
That's worth it right
on
there.
The show.
On the show. It's sensational.
Worth it right there.
Yeah.
Wrong thing. Really, check it out. That sounds fascinating. Yeah. Leave it to Jeff Bridges. You want to get some perspective writers that are striking?
Yeah.
He saw the positives. The man battled cancer and COVID, and he did it at the same time. Here's his quote. It just heightened the experience of most of my philosophies in life, and it all gets down to that corny L word, love. That seems to be what's running my ship, and going through these times, it kind of exacerbated all of that philosophy of love. He adds, quote, when you get close to losing something like that, your gratitude and your thankfulness for what you have. I'm hearing that a lot with people that suffer a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Gratitude and thankfulness. The people that you love, the love that you feel for your loved ones grows. It just magnifies it. I can be having the worst day in the world, and dealing with my wife and son turns things around for me. But that philosophy, and to live your life like that, is great. I have to also say, with all the bitching, much of it manufactured by me, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't really get mad. How ridiculous would it be me if I'm going out and yelling at somebody that's doing their job on the front lawn? I would never do that. No. I value the people that do this. But at the same time, I know it's funny if I scream and yell. But the truth, as far as love and thankfulness for the people I work with, we had a new sort of layout of the studio and ran some stuff and cleaned up all the clutter that we had from our home, not the studio, in here. And I was like a little kid again, coming in here with one day. I took one day to get this thing installed, and I came in today feeling that feeling that I still have now.
Aww.
So make no mistakes,
cool.
when I'm ranting and raving, I just love that, and I'm grateful for it. And I really think through all the monstrosities that Oscar talks about with me, I hope to both of you that I still suitably share, off-air, the gratefulness that I have with working with both of you, because it's the truth, and it makes me happy. So there it is.
It's true.
All right?
Thank
now,
you.
did Bo Bridges...
remember,
Don't get happy. Did Bo Bridges have any comments about love?
Well, look who's Mr. Happy now.
This is an actor,
Hey,
Marco.
brother. How you doing, brother? Feeling happy after your COVID and your cancer?
During COVID, will you entertain a question, Bo?
Absolutely, Rob. I love doing my Bo Bridges.
When you had COVID, did you trim your eyebrows?
Made them grow more. It made them grow more.
They're pointy.
I got horns coming out of my head. There you go.
You're great.
Bo Bridges. Nobody does that impression anymore. Would this work, or does it just sound like a great way to start a fight at 30,000 feet? A lot of people misbehaving on airliners lately. A 6-second TikTok is blowing up because it's about how to stop people from reclining their seats in airplanes. I'm paying attention.
Yeah, I'm all ears.
Or at least retaliate for them doing it. If the person in front of you, especially on your Southwest flights, Oscar, if they put their seat back the whole way, just open your vent full blast and aim it directly at their head.
Oh, that is genius.
That's brilliant.
The TikTok account behind it does a series called Unethical Life Hacks. Here are a few more suggestions they've come up with. Find a 2-for-1 deal at a restaurant, offer to take orders, and then go pick up lunch for your coworkers and charge them full price.
Smart.
And pocket the rest. That's evil is what that is.
That is evil.
Ready to propose? Buy a cheap old ring at a pawn shop, then claim it was your grandmother's.
That's not okay.
And number 3, have a new baby, smell their diaper while your spouse is in the room. If it doesn't smell, lie and say, whoa, someone's got a poopy diaper. Then take your kid to the other room, pretend to change them, and then the next time they do need a change, tell them you did it. And it's their turn.
Gross.
Wow.
That is funny. I like that. I really do. Kevin Costner is calling it quits with his spouse. His wife is pulling the plug on their marriage. We've learned that she just filed for divorce. There's a lot of turmoil with old Kevin Costner. He's on the show. He's not on the show. He's getting divorced. What's going on?
This actually makes sense. If he's got all that disruption at home,
yeah,
he's probably trying to save his marriage.
Yeah,
and then he comes out and it's too late. And then, do you have the allegation or the rumor on that sheet of paper in front of you?
I tell you, if he had the personality of John Dutton,
yes,
wouldn't you divorce him?
I'd be smitten.
I would take him into my home.
Okay.
We would couple,
wife,
Mike.
Christine Costner filed a Monday end to their 18-year marriage. It's unclear what led to the split. She cited irreconcilable differences. Kevin's rep tells TMZ it is with great sadness that the circumstances beyond his control have transpired, which have resulted in Mr. Costner having to participate in a dissolution of the marriage act. The rep went on. We asked that his, Christine's, and their children's privacy be respected. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, there's a rumor. Do you want to hear the rumor?
I do.
Yes.
It's not on that sheet. In America, this is a rumor. This is not. I have 0.0 evidence.
You having an affair with the with Casey's wife on the show?
Except from some TikToks that have been circling my feed.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is alleged that he, who knows how, well, I guess God knows how, had an extramarital affair, and he has a baby on the way from, again, allegedly, a co-star from that series.
Oh.
So a female.
Okay, thank you, Rob. Very good. Thank you for buttoning that up. That's great. Thank you. And now, I hate to do this, but I have to preface it. There is another dirty word coming.
Okay.
I'm joking. I'm a comedian. That's what I do.
Yes.
Please
Of course.
do not think this is in any way meant to be serious.
Okay.
Thank you. And now a little something. When it comes to guts,
Yes.
it turns out women have men beat, literally, by an entire foot. A new study reveals that women have longer small intestines than their male counterparts. Interestingly, research believed this could help women deal with stress better. Despite being on average 5 inches shorter, women have approximately a foot more of the winding muscular tube extending from the stomach to the colon. This longer intestine is believed to help women better absorb nutrients if needed for pregnancy and breastfeeding, according to a team from North Carolina State University. It also might be why so many women are more full of shit. Oh, my God!
What?
Oh, my God! Did I really say that? Thank you very much. We got to take a break. We are so up on a break here again.
Yeah, thanks,
and we're
Marco.
Running short. Yeah, Marco did it. We'll be right back.
Hello, this is Bob Barker. I used to host The Price is Right, and now I'm retired. And I also lost my wife, Dorothy Jo, years ago. So when there's shopping to do, Dorothy Jo can't go to the grocery store. So what do? I use the Mike O'Mara Show Shopping Center. And I get all the goods and services that I require, especially my pharmaceutical items. I get everything I need from that shopping center. That's how much it means to me. So please think of Dorothy Joe and use the TMOS Shopping Center. And what do we have for William?
Miss that man. Miss that man every single day. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Are you feeling burnt out from your day-to-day routine? Look no further than Dadgrass, the perfect afternoon reset. With Dadgrass, you can enjoy legal, organic, smokable hemp that relaxes your body and mellows your mind. Their 100% organic pre-rolled joints are very low in THC and high in CBD, so you can enjoy the effects while keeping a clear head. And if you happen to prefer the toke without the smoke, Dadgrass also has CBD tinctures made with the same high-quality hemp. For those who want a delicious treat, try Dadgrass gummies. They're the best on the market, providing all the mellow goodness without any smoke required. All Dadgrass products leave you in a euphoric mood, so you'll be able to relax and unwind in no time. Do yourself a favor and snag 5 minutes for a Dadgrass toke break. You deserve it. All Dadgrass products are federally legal, ladies and gentlemen. That's correct. Federally legal for ages 18 and over, and it ships right to your door, anywhere in the U.S. Right now, Dadgrass is offering TMOS listeners 20% off your first order when you go to dadgrass.com/TMOS. Go to dadgrass.com/TMOS for 20% off your first order. Remember, man, that's dadgrass.com/TMOS. All right, where do we begin here?
I'm still reeling from the grievances and thank yous from Marco.
Yeah.
Were you blindsided in a way by those?
No, these are all facts. I just want him to be able to tell his family and friends, all kidding aside, that in DC during his internship, he worked with top men.
Okay.
Doing top-notch comedy.
And also, he should say that to the people of Italy.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, he's not going to Italy for a year.
Yeah.
But still, we will be on his
Oscar
mind.
made it sound like he's leaving for Italy, like he's going to the airport right after he walks out. So,
Aeropuerto, yes.
He's going back to his dorm, then he's going back to L.A., then he's going to have another semester at AU, and then he's going to go to Italy, and he's going to have pizza.
Oh, Mike, there's actually a joke that makes fun of AU during the White House plumbers.
What's that? Oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
American University?
Yeah. It's such a DC
so
show.
Like
you're going to love it.
If you're from here, or you lived here, or you spent a cup of coffee here, you're going to
I hate to revisit because we did go in depth yesterday, but promise me you'll watch it.
I remember, seriously, when I think about American University, I remember it like it was yesterday. I really do. Oh, wow.
What do you remember?
I'm so hungover. That's terrible. That's it, though. That's our break. Thank you very much. We got to catch up. Sorry, got to catch up somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Oscar and I are going to argue again, NBA versus NHL when we come back.
Sweet.
I have to share with you how great I think these playoff games are, and I got to tell a real NHL guy that over the weekend. It was fantastic. We'll take a break. We will come back with more fun and more thrills on the Mike O'Mara Show. Whoa, whoa.
K-Star Country 99.7. KTMOS Country driving you loco on the Cattle Drive to Work show. Good morning, America. It's me, Chuck Wagon, on Spiewak County's best country, playing the country hits while you're spraying your stinky pets. Have you ever thought about being a KTMOS talking head? Well, have you? Well, partner, it's easy to do. Just drop us a note at rob@mikeomarashow.com. That's Rob with 2 B's, doodah. Tell us why you'd be a great talking head, and be sure to include your phone number, and don't forget your name. Oh, what's my name? F*** you, that's my name. Here's Buck Owens.
You don't know me, but you don't like me.
It's so funny.
So many cusses in today's show.
It's a rich one, yes.
Are you tired of your cherished memories gathering dust in your closet? With Legacy Box, you can digitize all your analog media with ease and safety. This Mother's Day, give the perfect gift to your mom or grandma and connect with your family's history with Legacy Box. You can hear your grandma's voice again. Simply send in your wonderful tapes and your pictures and all the stuff filled with old VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, and pictures, and their team will professionally digitize everything by hand in the USA and send it back to you on a thumb drive or the cloud, along with your originals. Legacy Box is the easiest and safest way to preserve your cherished memories. It's like magic, people. Spend quality time with loved ones and cherish your memories forever. Thanks to Legacy Box, I can even hang out with my folks, and Rob can spend some time with Big Daddy.
So great.
It's the best. For a limited time, go to legacybox.com/TMOS for their best Mother's Day sale ever. Buy today to take advantage of 60% off Legacy Box and just send it in when you're ready. Go to legacybox.com/TMOS. Yeah, I've had oh, they're the Whalers thing.
Yeah.
I've gotten a rekindled interest in NHL hockey, and I watched the seventh game of the Florida Panthers versus the Boston Bruins. Then I watched the highlights of the Colorado Avalanche versus the best team in sports, I think, the Seattle Kraken. That's just the best. You know, we come from a city where, Washington, D.C., where they have you can turn that down now.
Okay.
Ham-handedly just mucked up names forever.
Horrible.
Right?
Oh,
yeah.
Just really blown
You
it.
didn't like the Bullets?
Oh, the Bullets is still better than the Wizards.
The Bullets were an original name. I'm talking about the renaming, Rob.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Gross.
You know,
they had a chance, though. You know what? Do you remember when they were renaming and they had the beautiful arena down there in Chinatown? They thought about calling it the Dragons.
Yeah.
And they were going to do a whole sort of Asian theme with the logo and everything. And I thought it was a perfect fit and a really cool one. And then they went Wizards, not as good.
You know, to be honest with you, I would have kept the Bullets.
Yeah.
But they got, you know, it was a political correctness.
Yes, of
and then
course.
It was political
also
correctness with the Washington Redskins, and they changed that name. And I would have thought the Warriors would have been a perfect transition, but they chose not to do that. But anyway, it's it's great. Playoff hockey is fantastic. And then Oscar came in today and said, NBA, did you where they also have seventh games? NBA is rocking too. I'm not the basketball fan, but tell me what's going on.
Heat's Knicks. Somehow, how do you stumble onto primetime TNT basketball where you're like, oh, this is the playoffs. I'm going to watch
Best
both
pregame
games.
show in the business too.
Yeah, and they were funny as ever yesterday. That entire crew, and then Lakers Warriors, and I was like, I'm not going to stay up and watch. I watched both games, and as billed.
What time did you go to bed?
Probably 1 a.m.
Yeah,
That's
right.
too late.
Doesn't it make sense though?
It does, yeah. Mm-hmm. Speaking of the NBA, have you seen the new? It's for one of the gambling platforms. They do an AI Charles Barkley talking to the young Charles Barkley. It is so funny because they have him voicing both voices, but it's regular today Charles Barkley talking to youthful Charles Barkley.
Marco, this is your wheelhouse.
You'd love it.
The NBA. Give him the headset if you don't mind, Pony.
So was that? I'm not familiar with the NBA. So were these seventh games?
These are semifinals. The series that's starting. So just for context,
just beginning.
Think about this. This could be LeBron's last season. It's Lakers, Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got Curry, LeBron, two superstars. You have everybody. By the way, Jack Nicholson's back on.
And he's okay.
Yeah, and
he looks okay.
He's got no sauce on him. He's got no homemade meatballs.
But I mean, it's also with all the crap you've read in the last year about Jack Nicholson. It's nice to see he's up and around, signing autographs. The hair could use a little.
Maybe a shot of Ozempic.
Yeah,
somebody's got to roll that over.
I heard he's dating Kevin Costner.
Yeah, it's just look. They were saying Jack had dementia.
Yeah,
and
1
was
foot in the
recluse,
grave.
Was never going to come out of his house again, and there he is going to Lakers games and signing autographs. I was happy.
The games, Mike, were tied. Then, just when you think someone's out, there's like a 13. At least in the case of yesterday's Golden State and the late Warriors-Lakers game was. Like, okay, look, I'm fine. The Lakers are going to win. And then Golden State comes back with like a 13-0 run with 4 minutes left in the game. And you're like, okay, tie game. What's going to happen?
Right.
Marco, set the stage, please.
For Lakers Warriors last night? So I was actually asleep for that game.
You're the worst. Get off the phone.
Thank you. He's on here, you snarky bastard. Turn the mic off.
You and your list.
He's on Italy time.
Mike.
Yes.
Arrivederci, fool. All right, listen.
Fool.
No, I'm kidding.
Nothing
but love. Okay, fine. You don't watch the Lakers Warriors. You watch Heat's Knicks. You don't have to have a dog in the fight. If you're there for the celebrity, Jessica Alba's there on the sidelines. Just watch her the whole time. Pretend like sports. I don't care. These games are not the games that we grew up with. The sports changed completely because of Steph Curry. The threes are like, how did within 4 years, everybody develop this long 3-point game? It's incredible.
Right. You know, I've been trying to shoehorn a particular clip from a movie that absolutely I find hysterical, but I don't think anybody else does. And the only way I could put it in there would be I was going to watch the Golden State Warriors game, but unfortunately my TV fell off the counter, and we have a clip if you'd like to hear it.
I'd love it.
Please.
Okay, here we go. Thank you.
Why are you crying? My dick is pushed by the demon.
What the hell?
Ted, after they have the big fight, I'll play it one more time for you, okay?
Why are you crying? My dick is pushed by the demon.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself. So, with the writer's strike, no more content, no more late night TV. Watch your live sports, ladies and gentlemen.
Here,
Rob,
here.
I know you're a big fan.
I love it. I love it. You know, Mike, this is really when the rubber meets the road. And playoff, I watch all season long, of course. But playoffs is when every play matters.
It's when you have the real nail biters.
That's right, Mike. You have a nail biter, and it could be, you know what? Any given Tuesday.
And if your team loses, there is no crying.
No.
Why are you crying? My dick is pushed by the demon.
I love it. I do indeed. I really do. Oh, my God. We got to take a break. Thanks for the tip-in for Oscar there, Marco. Really appreciate it. Way to step up. We got to get out of here.
Ending strong, Mike.
And go to the flip side. So we're going to take a short break. We're going to come back. Rob is going to play some magnificent sounds that he has curated just for you. We'll be right back.
Yeah, boy.
Rick Schofield.
Let's kick it.
O'Mara.
Woo! Oh, yeah. All right, stop.
Tuning in
And listen.
Mike is back with the podcast invention.
Download.
TMOS on the daily. Become a P1 just like
Share it daily. Mike.
Oscar, Rob, and
Pony.
That's the crew of my podcast home.
I got a fever. And the only prescription
is an annual bonus subscription.
Go
to MikeOmaraShow.com. Like the views of a comedy laugh bomb.
iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher.
Spotify, make your smartphone richer. Love it or leave it, you better hit play. You'll eat it all up,
Yo, the whole tray?
If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while Pony revolves it. Mike, baby.
Woo! Ain't working out.
O'Mara.
Mike, baby.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Get your financial planning on track this season. Wait, that's not correct. I've already shared that with you, haven't I?
Yes, we're
I
talking
have.
about electric things.
Wow.
I can start it.
Wrong.
Yeah, Oscar,
All
how's
right,
it?
people. Electric e-bikes.
Love it.
This is the deal. Stop paying for a car payment.
Yep.
Stop paying for the garage downtown. Stop paying for gas. Get one of these scooters, bikes, trolleys, whatever they sell. Yeah, I've got a 3-wheeler that I'm building in the back.
Yes.
It's out of control. Like, it's
A
huge.
three-wheel electric
Yes,
e-bike?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
Taking it
Is
for
it
a spin.
foldable?
It's foldable.
So
They're fast.
portable.
They're fun. They're foldable. They're perfect for quick store trips or longer. And be like Oscar. Take your electric e-bike and put it in the backyard up on cinder blocks and modify it to your own modifications.
Yes.
Yeah, he sits on it in the backyard and pretends to ride it.
Yeah.
Is what he
Rob,
does.
it's packed. It's packed with multiple features.
Love the features.
Pedal assist. Electric e-bikes have a removable battery. Perfect for anyone. Plus, they help lower gas costs. And they reduce your carbon footprint. Come on now. That's the most important thing of all.
We're going
Thank
green.
you.
Go green, baby.
Join Oscar and other happy riders and say goodbye to parking fees. Experience the freedom of riding electric e-bike this spring. Start your next adventure with Electric E-Bike's Ready, Set Spring Sale. Visit electricebikes.com to learn more and explore the new Expedition Cargo e-bike and all of the other epic models Electric has to offer. That's LECTRIC ebikes.com. And we thank you, ladies and
19
gentlemen.
hours ago, Jordan Mata sent a picture of his electric e-bike. Thank you so
Let me
much.
stop that. What was it? Excuse
19
me?
hours ago, Jordan
Yes.
Mata sent a picture of his electric e-bike that he just received through our TMOS code.
Love
Thank
it.
you so much.
Thank you,
Share it.
Jordan.
Let us know.
Thank
Buy
you.
something, say something.
Mess.
Q Rob's kid.
The flip side.
Thank you, Mike. I don't like Sweet Green. Do you like Sweet Green?
What is Sweet Green?
It is a chain
We don't have it
restaurant
down here.
that is salads.
Yeah, we
have
a
Clogged
right next door.
Artery down here.
Clogged Artery? That's the name of the place.
We have Mario's Deli down here.
Probably better than Sweet Green. But
I love Sweet Green.
Here's something you need to know, though. Do you ever order online?
All the time.
A guy did a survey, and what's the matter, Mike?
They have a strip down here where I swear to God, their idea of an exotic Italian restaurant down here is red sauce Italian.
Yeah.
That's it. And to see these places go, the amazing stuff that comes and goes here, because, when are you getting back?
Yeah.
When are you getting back? Well, we're going for the Friday night fish fry.
Mike-
We're going to go for the Friday night fish fry.
I love, this is one of my favorite things ever. My father and I were in the southern part of Virginia visiting my uncle, and we went to a Starbucks. We found one.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the conversation in the line in front of me. The guy went up to the barista to pay, and he said, "Hey, how's it going?" He said, "I went to that new restaurant last night." He said, "What's it called?" He said, "Luigi's." He said, "Italian?"
No punchline required.
So anyway, Sweet Green, if you order online, a guy at the University of Chicago, I believe it was, measured what he got when he went into the store and ordered versus what he got when he ordered online. You're getting ripped off if you order online.
I suspected that Sweet Green was ripping me off with my online orders, and with the help of a cheap kitchen scale, I was able to prove it. On average, I got 16% less food when I ordered online. So if you want a filling meal from Sweet Green, ditch your phone and order face-to-face.
It also holds true for people that order online at Chipotle. And because you're overseeing the making of the product?
Chipotle, though, it's the personality of the person making your food, right?
Yeah.
You can get in there and have somebody that's just has a connection with you,
Yeah.
or they're just nice to be able, and then
Or
you'll
they're
get a
just
person
so high they don't care.
Or it's their last day.
or they're so high they could care less, and they just take that giant spoon and they dig into the chicken and smash it up. Or you'll get the person where you're getting a quarter of the spoon.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
Have you ever asked for more?
Oh,
they don't
yes,
like that.
they
don't.
No,
They don't like
they
that.
got 2X.
What's that? Yeah. By the way, I'm not even shy about it when I go into Chipotle. I'm like, what's that? Come on. I swear to God. I swear to God I do it just like
I
that.
don't have the
I
balls
go,
to do that.
What's that? Come on. And they go, and they'll either laugh or they'll begrudgingly reach in and give you an oversized spoonful.
Oh. So it's a win-win.
My name is Mike, and I'm pathetic.
Mike, at least you don't live in Utah.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Utah has passed a law where you have to provide age verification to go to adults-only websites. And there's one, I'm not familiar with it, but it apparently is called Pornhub. I've read about it.
There's a rumor.
Yeah, there's a rumor about it. And so now if you have an IP address from Utah and you sign on to Pornhub, you don't get pornography. You get a message from over-the-hill porn star Cherie DeVille.
I'm Cherie DeVille. As you may know, your elected officials have required us to verify your age before granting you access to our website. Giving your ID card every time you want to visit an adult platform is not the most effective solution for protecting our users, and in fact, will put children and your privacy at risk. Please contact your representatives and demand device-based verification solutions that make the internet safer while also respecting your privacy.
Although I do feel it's effective in the fact that after you hear that message, you really don't feel like visiting Pornhub anymore.
Yeah, but that's
I agree. By the way,
that's
I'm
a
with you.
freedom
Yeah,
message,
I love it. Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No. I don't agree with the hub. I agree with the Utah state officials.
In
as
what
far
way?
as verification?
Govern this garbage. Like, look, if you're an adult, do what you want.
Yeah.
But this stuff could really mess up kids.
I agree.
Yeah, but I think what she's saying, there are better ways to govern it.
Give me an answer. Like, I'll take what I have right now. This seems like it's a viable solution. What I would hate is if I have we have our godson, right?
Right.
You have your son. You have your son. Like my parents had enough to deal with if I found a Playboy or something.
Well,
like,
I have we. OUI.
Yeah, I get.
And
I get
I only one time did I leave him out on the cocktail table
You
when
creep.
Michael had a sleepover.
Mike, I'm saying,
And you told them it was a French text.
it's hard enough to grow up and discover your sexuality. let alone have access at your fingertips.
Well, yeah, and it's an old playbook. Get on there and say they have to have better solutions for this when they know they're unaffordable and they're not going to spend the money for them, but they are doing something.
Yes.
I think, I think
kids?
access to that crap is great. I remember, I had to, when I wanted to see smut, when I was a 14-year-old,
yes.
I had to go through hoops. I had to take a bus into downtown Hartford, and I had to go up to that newsstand where the guy didn't give a shit.
There's that word again.
Right. Hi, honey. You doing more organizing? Thank you. We're going to get your chair in here soon.
Does she know about the newsstand?
The newsstand. Did you know that I went to a newsstand when I was 14 to buy dirty magazines? What? A newsstand. What's a newsstand?
Oh. Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Marry a younger one.
Mike, where is Riverview, Florida?
Rob, I never know these towns. No, I know. It's right by the river.
Of course it is, and they have a view of it, I'm sure. But the thing is this was going viral on TikTok. A neighbor broke through a fence to yell at their neighbor. Mm-hmm. So if you can picture the ranting neighbor, there's a hole.
I saw the video.
Yeah,
I saw the video, and it's not like knocking a fence over. It's a section of wooden fence where she smashes through with like a hammer.
Yes.
And then you see her little round Karen face that's stuck up against that going, bad. Do you have video?
Yeah,
Do you have audio?
Yeah. Through the thing you're doing, yeah? You are artificial and disgusting.
All right, stop. Start it from the beginning, because now I remember. Because this is such evil. Hold on.
Yeah.
This is such evil coming out of this woman's mouth, and it's out there evil.
Yes.
Just
crazy.
put yourself. She breaks a hole in the fence, and then listen to the wackadoodle.
Yeah.
This is the neighbor. Listen to what the neighbor says.
Yeah.
I'd have the for sale sign out in front of my house the next day. Listen to this.
Punch the hole through the thing you're doing, yeah? You are artificial and disgusting. And you know what? Your kid is going to die. And I don't have to do anything. I'm just going to watch and smile as it happens. And watch. Yes.
It's currently 5 p.m. on a Saturday in April.
Yeah?
And this woman lives next to me in Riverview, Florida.
Yeah.
And she's going on a rant. She just punched a hole through my fence.
This is made of artificial.
She's trying to put... Okay, so we're going inside right now.
To be fair, though, Mike.
Yeah, Mom. Good idea to go inside. Why don't you work her up after she says your kid's going to die? Work her up into more of a frenzy. I don't like... The neighbor ought to be arrested.
Right.
But the woman continuing to pour gasoline on it, as stupid as it gets.
But,
absolutely.
Mike, to be fair, the neighbor did bring a great 7-layer dip to the block party. So it's sort of a... Anyway, that's all I got.
Okay. All right, hold on. Oh, you got me by surprise. We got to get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new episode. And Marco, safe travels.
Yes. Yay, Marco.
Carla, who is still scurrying around in here doing her work, come over here and say goodbye to the guys. All right? Take your time, honey. It's only the end of the show.
Guys.
Bye.
Happy Wednesday?
Yes.
See you later.
Yeah.
Days don't matter when you're a princess. We'll see you. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new episode for Rob and Oscar. Mike O'Mara saying, so long, everybody.
Oh, Your Majesty.
Ciao, ciao.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Boo.